All right, so I have to give a 5-second delay because the video doesn't always catch the very front. So I always just kind of pause before I get into it. All right, hey everybody. Tiffany Stacey here. Hey world, Tiffany Stacey, aka Tiffany Wilson, and I'm the owner of Tiffany Stacey Photography and Video LLC, and I provide weekly video tips to help you create better video content. So, I don't always promote myself on here, but I think I need to get into the habit of promoting myself, promoting, my business and what I do, because I don't just do videos. I do a little bit of, everything, I guess, if you want to call it that. So let me just do a promo. So I basically, I'm a videographer, I'm a photographer, video editor, and I provide professional video editing and photography services to those that need it. So I typically do headshots on the photography side of things. I do event coverage. I also video edit, which that's, if you've known me for a while, I love video editing. I love to create. So on the video editing front, I usually just take clients' videos and I create something that looks professional and polished looking. Such a stickler about, as I say here, always look your best. I'm always big on looking your best, basically, and looking professional. So that is what I do. So if you are interested, please feel free to send me an email at contact@tiffanystacy.com, and you will receive a free quote from me. And then we can go in from there and see how we can work together. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm going to get into the habit of doing that more because I definitely need to promote myself and my business more. So also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment. I know I got that backwards, but you know what I mean. So please feel free to subscribe. I'm still trying to build up myself. I'm not trying to become an influencer or anything. I just enjoy the whole video making process. So, hey, if you can support me in any way you can, that helps. And also, I recently created a checklist for all of you out there. If you're looking to create better video content, please feel free to click on the link in the description. You can get a free checklist, and you can also receive updates from me on the email list. So if you click on that, you'll get the checklist, and then you'll get updates from me whenever I send out updates via email. So tonight, we're going to talk about and I'm trying to get up on the mic. I need to get better at this. I need to get better at being on the mic. I always forget. So we're going to talk about audio, because audio is super important when it comes to creating video content. And here's the thing. You can have the crappiest looking video, but if your audio sounds excellent, people will more than likely stick around to watch the video, even if the video looks super crappy. So as I said, I'm a big stickler for that. So I wanted to provide some solutions to all of you out there that might be, interested in creating video, but you don't know where to go in terms of audio. Now, I will say this. The solutions that I propose are not the cheapest options. And I will say it's not because, I tend to do this professionally and, I'm a stickler about that. It's because I want my stuff to last. So I don't tend to buy the cheapest thing on the market, but I don't buy the most expensive thing either. I just buy well within my budget, and hopefully that item will last, a good sufficient time. So anyway, in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of information on this mic here, which is the Blue Yeti. I got to have it sitting here. And then I have what I usually use, like if you would see my videos with me in front of the white background, I was typically using my lavalier, which is right here. I have my lavalier mic, so I'll go into detail about that. And then I have my shotgun mic, which is not something that gets a lot of use these days, but there is a time and place to use this microphone. So those are the three options there. It's not the only thing on the market, but it's what I use and it's what I pretty much highly recommend. So I'm going to share with you the pros and cons of some of those items. So let's get into it. We're not going to drag this out. As I said, this is my Blue Yeti. I purchased this mic right when basically the pandemic hit, and I was having some problems with my microphone because we had to do Zoom calls, so I had some issues. So I needed something that was going to work for me. And so I started doing some research, and I had seen a couple of this type of mic. You've probably seen them in a lot of like YouTube videos and stuff. It's a pretty affordable option. I had purchased it at the time for $129 at Best Buy. I did go in person, and I was like on a serious mission. I was like, I have to get this mic. And I went all the way up north, which was like a half an hour drive just to get this mic. But I got it. And so now I'm still using it. And if you see I see all this glitter on my face. I put on eyeshadow that has glitter on it, and it got all over my face. And I was trying to like wipe it off, but hey, I'm just shining out here. I'm just shining bright. Anyway, you can purchase this mic, and I'm going to bring it up on here. I have to bring my little graphics. Here you go, the Blue Yeti. It's right now, I believe, $110 on Amazon. We still have Prime Day going on at the time of this video, so it might be even cheaper. So, but if not, I think that's a pretty decent price, considering the fact that I paid $129 for it. So here are some of the pros of and I'm gonna be shuffling like this. So I'm like not in the way. I'm gonna keep that up. Here's the thing. So I really like the Blue Yeti. It's a perfect, professional sounding microphone. And if I actually get up close, you can kind of get a better idea. It sounds more robust. Robust. I'm sorry, I'm having some issues over here. So it's very well, as you can tell, it sounds very rich when I do get up on it. And I feel like it's a great it's a great mic to start out with if you want to take your audio to the next level. And the thing is, it has 4 settings here. So I don't know if you can see it. It'll go in focus, maybe, hopefully. Yay! So as you can see there, you see the gain and then you see the pattern. Now those patterns are basically the 4 settings that you could have the mic on. Right now I have it on and I should have looked these words up. Was it cardioid? I'm so sorry. So that's what I have it on right now, which is perfect for podcasting and when you're doing voiceovers. So the other 3 settings that they have are the stereo, bi-directional, and omnidirectional. And the stereo just means that, the left and right channels are being captured, and it's perfect for if you're playing instruments, or if you have a choir that's singing, perfect for that. Then the bi-directional, it records from the front and the rear of the microphone in like a 2-person interview, which is, I think that's pretty decent. I personally don't think I would do an interview with just one microphone, but that's just me. But if you're in a pinch, I think it would be perfect option for that. And then the omnidirectional, it picks up the sound from all around and it captures the ambiance. So the environmental sound. So it's, perfect for if you have like multi-person interviews. And then if you have a band performance, of course, I think that is perfect. So the cardioid, which is what I'm using, it captures all the sound that's coming from in front of it. And as I said, it's perfect for podcasts and voiceovers. So the other pro of this was I thought it was pretty affordable. Microphones can get super expensive for those who know about microphones. And I wasn't looking for anything too crazy, but I wanted to have the option of if I wanted to do, voiceovers and podcasts, I could do that. Now, some of the cons of this microphone is that it picks up everything, like the slightest little thing. And when I have these headphones on, it really tells me exactly what is being picked up. Like I can hear everything from like the hum of my computer, which is like, I don't know if this really helps, but this is like, one of those coasters. I let it sit on this coaster. I don't know if it helps, but I've always had one. I either had it on a towel, and I guess it kind of muffles it a little bit. And I've heard airplanes outside. I remember one time I was practicing my live streams, and I could hear the dogs barking outdoors. So it's something to consider. So, and the other thing is, and I don't have it here. I'm not going to pull it out, but if you maybe remember earlier in some of my videos, it was sitting on a little stand that like you can swivel it, which I don't understand that because you're only supposed to use the mic and you're only supposed to be like kind of talking directly into it. You can't tilt it. And I've seen videos where people have had the microphone tilted and I'm like, well, I guess they didn't read the directions. So that's why ended up getting this stand here. I had a stand that you could kind of like, where it kind of like swiveled, but it just took up way too much room. And I like, I like my things compact and I like everything kind of orderly. So it was really in the way. And it was in the way of my screen. So I like the stand. It's just, it does serve its purpose and I enjoy it. I like it. It was very affordable too. It was only like $12 on Amazon. So next up is the Rode lavalier mic. And let me bring up the clip of that. And we have the Rode Link FM digital wireless filmmaker system. That's a very long title. And so as you can see here, you have your transmitter here, which is what the mic is hooked up to. This is like so awkward. Oh, okay. I have to go to this way. And then you have the mic. And then I'm going to show you like kind of how you use it in a second. And then here is what hooks up to the camera. And it goes directly into your camera. So all you have to do is push record and it should record. Now make sure it's on because I've recorded videos without turning on my mic. I did a whole video and the whole video is just me like muted. So it's like, unmute yourself. So yeah, so that's an issue. But anyway, getting back to this lavalier system is kind of expensive. It's actually on the lower end of things, and Rode is actually a very reputable company as far as if you need microphones. I highly recommend them. Not just like for someone that does it professionally, but for someone that's just everyday person. It's easy to use and it's reliable. I'm all about reliability when it comes to the equipment I have. So on Amazon, it's $358 currently. Wireless mics are definitely not cheap. They will cost you upwards of hundreds of dollars. I'm sure thousands of dollars, which is why it took me kind of a while to get a system. But when Rode came out with this several years ago, I was like, oh, I'm jumping on that because I need it. And I know that they're a reliable system. So I use this for my client work. And, I obviously use this for myself. As far as the pros is it's mobile and it's easy to use. You have the clip on your shirt. So let me show you this. Now, here's the thing about, and I'm going to get into a con actually. It came with a mic, and quite honestly, the microphone I thought was really super flimsy for them. And, of course, you kind of get what you pay for. But I ended up purchasing this lavalier mic. It just hooks in. Ooh. It hooks into here. And then I used to have a clip on this, and that was another thing. The clip just fell off. I don't know if I had it on a client at some point, and then it just stayed on the client and somewhere out there, there's a clip on someone's belt or pants or something. And they're like, what is this? So somewhere out there, someone has my clip, but it's fine. All I do is if you have a pair of pants and you have a pocket, you could put it in your back pocket, which is what I've always done. If maybe you have like a little bag or something, like a little fanny pack, you could do that too. So it's just, you get creative with it, or you could tape it. That's another option. So all you do, so this is the microphone that I bought. I think this was like $60, and all of this stuff is in the description. So if you are interested, you can definitely check it out. So you slip it through your shirt, and then you just clip it. And I've tried to get really fancy with this, but it just never goes my way, because like in the news industry, they have a very fancy way of wrapping this. I've always struggled with it. I finally mastered it a couple years ago, but my little mic thing does not have that. So I don't know. I just try to play around with it and try to make it as good as possible. But I always run it through the shirt. It just looks more polished that way. I've seen so much stuff where people have like the wire showing. I'm like, hide it. People aren't supposed to know. They're not supposed to know. So again, I think the quality of the sound, it sounds really good. If you've seen some of my videos, just check out some of my old videos with the white background, and you'll kind of get an idea of the sound quality. And I read on their page, on the Amazon page, that it can go up to 100 yards of signal range, which I've never tested it, but that's kind of amazing to me. I wouldn't mind trying to test that out. Maybe I'll do something like that this summer. That would be kind of fun. So the cons are the microphone is trash. It is trash. Just now, I will say this. They could have gotten a better microphone. So you might want to just test it out, see how it works for you. It'll work, but over the long term, after doing so much stuff, you will have some problems with it. And the other thing is it picks up everything in an environment. So I was doing those videos in the basement, and so I was constantly fighting with the furnace. So I had to end up buying a new microphone. This is actually my third one with this system, and the other one was, I believe, omnidirectional, and that means it picked up everything. So I had to go ahead and the reason why I ended up purchasing this was because I needed something more directional. And so it did make a huge difference in terms of what it picked up, the sound that it picked up. So I would look into that. And the other con was that, you need batteries. You make sure you keep batteries. I think it's like AA. Yep, AA batteries, two AA batteries. Just make sure that you always, have fresh batteries. But I think it does let you know. I think there was only one time that I remember using it. Excuse me, and the batteries died on me, and I think it blinks. So again, here's the thing. It turns on, and then, as I said, this part hooks into the camera, and then you turn this part on. Okay. Oh, I don't know what that red light means. I think maybe I need to change the batteries. Maybe. I'm thinking that's what it means. Because it's been a while since I've used this. So I'll probably have to change the batteries on that. But I have batteries. I always keep a spare battery. Okay. So moving on. The Rode Hot Shoe microphone. And I'm going to bring that up. So the Rode video microphone. It obviously retails for $149.95 on Amazon. And the pros of this microphone Well, actually, the biggest thing with this microphone is really if you're looking to capture, like, I'm thinking probably multi-person interviews. If you're like on the go and you're shooting something, um, or you want to capture the ambiance, like those ASMR videos, something like this probably would work. Although I've seen people use these types of mics for those ASMR videos. So yeah, this is for really that. If you're considering that, I wouldn't use it for if you're doing like stuff like this. If you're talking directly to, you can use it, but if you want to capture everything in the room, I would go with something like a lavalier or a designated microphone like this. So the pros of this is, as I said, it captures quality ambient sound, ambiance, and it's a directional microphone that, as I said, captures everything in front of it, and it hooks into. Ooh, I don't want to drop the lavalier mic. It hooks directly into the camera where the microphone goes. Put it in, and then it has this hot shoe thing here, and you slip that into the hot shoe. You tighten it here, and then you make sure you turn it on, which is right here. And my batteries work. The only thing with this, and I will get to that in just a second. So I already covered those points. So here are the cons with this particular microphone. What is going on? Okay. Is that it is so easy to leave the battery on. And there's been plenty of times when I've done that and I realized that it's dead. So just remember to take the turn off the battery. And then it takes one of those little, batteries. If it would focus, okay, there we go. So just remember that you have to get those batteries, those A or 9V Energizer battery. Yeah, just remember that you need those types of batteries. And this doesn't always, I always hate having to change the batteries because this doesn't always slide back. Now, they could be better now, but come on. I always have problems with this every single time, and it never wants to go in perfectly. And as I said here, it says it's hard to remove batteries, which, yeah, it is a little hard. I don't know if that was just a manufacturing issue or what, but, and also if you're going to use this particularly outside and it's on a windy day, get one of those little like dead cat things, which is what you can see on this screen here on the Amazon screen, because that will help you when it's like on a windy day. I'm gonna stop playing with this because this is driving me crazy. Yeah, if it's a windy day, you need that. I would just suggest, if it's windy, try to find somewhere where it's not windy. Go back inside. So, and always wear headphones if you can when you're if you're not shooting, if you're shooting someone, or I don't know, if you're like, say for example, you want to do DIY, do an interview, just make sure that you have headphones on. And that's for all the mics, except for the last two, because sometimes you just don't know what's going on in those microphones, and there might be some like, rustling that you might not be aware of that's happening. And particularly with these mics, with the lavalier mics, there's always some rustling. So every time I use this, I always take chances, and hopefully I pray that the sound sounds okay. And it usually does, but I've actually clipped this inside my shirt because I'm like, I want to hide the mic. And yeah, that was a bad idea, because then then it's just rustling, and then that's a distraction, and then you have to go back to redo the video. So I don't want anybody to have to redo the video. So that's really my insight on the types of microphone systems I use. I'm always looking to upgrade, so I'm even looking to upgrade from this because I want an even better sound quality. And but this will do for now. It's just the perfectionist in me. I'm always like that. I'm always trying to find new ways of doing stuff and always trying to improve. So if you are curious to know more about these microphones, please feel free to contact me, or you can go on my description, or in my description box, I have affiliate links from Amazon. If you're interested in purchasing these microphones or one of them, you can definitely do that. I actually have the lavalier mic, that I ordered separately, which was the Comica. Let me turn this off because this is in the way now. The Comica. So if you wanted to go ahead and just order that microphone, which I think it was like $60 on Amazon, you can do that. That link is in the description as well. And I think that's under lavalier mic. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So I hope this video was helpful. If anything, please let me know if you have any ideas about things that you're interested in that I can share with you, because I'm pretty much, I like sharing what I like to do and kind of my insight on different things. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So I will be back next week, and please have a happy and safe rest of your week. All right. Bye-bye.